Once they stepped Jim and Bucket. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country. Any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned. Well, not simple. It was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What? What's happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Whoa, it changed.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to lead us.
No!
Recognized the incredible calm presence of the bucket. Needed the sweat.
It's my bucket!
Holy shit! Wait, what?
Stanley can't.
What have I got myself into it? Whoa. You robbed all my MP. Fuck me, I'll do those in a minute.
Leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
You can pry the bucket from my cold, dead hands.
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay when
Yes.
Stanley gulped. The very same now. He was about to find out.
Bucket. All I need is a bucket.
Everything I've wanted for so long.
Yes, bucket.
It's my bucket! I love you, Bucket. You're the best Bucket. Oh, Bucket, you minx. Oh, I'm gonna fuck a Bucket. Bucket. Oh, Bucket. Oh, I love Bucket.
When you bucket things right, people won't be sure you've done any bucket at all.
Please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. Beautiful. Beautiful. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. They did say that they were going to give me more sliders. There we go. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Oh, here we go.
The Jack from the Scrum Tush. Scrum Tush.
I mean, we all know I'm going with Occuboinkle.
What?
Come on. I want to see the stats for this in the actual game to see how many people picked Occuboinkle. No one's picking Scrum Tush. Please don't adjust the slider. You got it. Do you know what time it is right now? Party time.
Scrum Tush.
Is the time that is right now the correct time? Depends on what we want to do. It's the right time to record a video and sit down and be here in this exact place that we all are in our existence right now. You two watching this. Yes. Where else am I going to be? What is time anyway? Right? Yeah. Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Very, very, very many things. Also to you. I don't tell you everything. You don't know everything about me. Help. No. Will you come back to visit me? Sure. I'm sure I'll be back again. Nice. I passed the test. I am human. Good morning, Johnnies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable 2, I guess. What are we going to do today? Which endings are we going to try and get? I want to try and get all the collectibles. Oh, they sure were.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I'm sorry, Bucket. I'm sorry. As much as I love you. I must leave you behind. This run. Sorry. I'll come back for you. I swear. It's
Stanley came to
left.
the door.
Yes.
He entered the door on his left.
It's left to the meeting room where I can see where the rest of the collectibles are. Okay, we have 3. A large room, lots of boxes, so that's the warehouse. I forget how to get there. Somewhere red and blue. Maybe it's red and blue. I think red and blue is when I pick a different choice at some point. And a private but smelly place for an important person. The VIP bathroom! Duh! Just go upstairs to it.
Staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And just go in here. Oh, that makes so much sense.
I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanleys and Figlings.
Figlings are way better.
What name better encapsulates
Figlings, for sure.
Did you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Figlings, absolutely. Stanlerines was an absolute travesty that we allowed to happen, and I don't know why that got past us.
Figlies!
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible. He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Sorry!
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
It's not anxiety, it's impatience. They're different.
New age music.
I'm David Seaman. You can say thanks for
David Seaman, what the f***?
Yeah, girl. Show me them toes. Take off your shoes and
Buckle up. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmed him
And horny.
into the open passageway.
This gets me to the warehouse, where I can get my next Figley. For sure, bud, for sure. And then that leaves 1. And it's in the red and blue room, right? That should be it.
Into the building. Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Probably something I ate.
There was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
That's anxiety.
He felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I hate thinking.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Because I'm dumb.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
I need to... This is a game for my ADHD
Stanley
brain.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wait. Oh, it's to the right that we get to the thing. Dip. Okay, what happens in this?
As the machine whirred into motion, Stanley was...
Do I just die now?
...closer to his demise, and he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
That's true.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He was known and stopped it. That forever in essence. Oh, what this?
You're not wrong.
What the fuck?
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a linebacker. Simply accepted this violent end with brief shadow.
I got to see Avengers Endgame. Take me. Oh,
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
it's just the same thing.
Stared helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait, but without the bucket, what do I do? I'm bucketless. Bucketless baby.
Just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Oh, you get
When everything you could has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
nature
Do you see
paintings.
now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Whoa, that's deep.
Did you ever think that we're all hurtling towards our demise? When people are like, oh no, I'm dying, it's like, yeah, we all are. Just very, very slowly. Over the course of decades, we're all dying. Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. To pass from Stanley's office, there's 2 doors. It's the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Oh, that's cool. Wait, so this is my office? Yeah. You walk down and then all the way to the 2 doors. I guess that would make sense that the first... If it's a game all about choices and how the player reacts to them and how the game reacts to the player's choices, obviously the first choice you would put in the game is a left or right decision. And then you kind of pick out the permutations from there. The set of 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed, yeah. That makes total sense. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement and the game's delay. You know what's interesting about this as well is that when this was announced, I was backstage at the Game Awards getting ready to present a Game Award. That really succinctly puts together how crazy life can be. Because I love the Stanley Parable. It's amazing, and I'm so glad we're playing this one, and I adore it. But at the time, I was like, I wasn't as hyped about the announcement because I was backstage and didn't even know what happened. In development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build that, it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. But some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. Oh, I see. But, I mean, I get that, because I keep saying, like, make fun of battle royales, and I guess they didn't want to poke fun at something directly. But, you absolutely poked fun at open world games, and Firewatch specifically, and said that it was, like, set up to be bad, that it was open world and you didn't wander, or you wandered around aimlessly without anything to do, and then you put Rocket League in it saying it was a better game. Like, I know a lot of it is not to be taken seriously, and obviously the developers probably think that all games that are created are still great because it's hard to make a video game, but this kind of, I don't know, it feels like it contradicts what I've seen in the game already. It's like, I think it's fine to put in a joke about shooters because it's kind of been the butt of many jokes, and I don't think anybody would take it as you making fun of people who like shooters. You're kind of just poking fun at something that's mega popular, which I feel like is always fair game. I don't think anything is above parody and jokes. I love seeing how it's put together, though. I love seeing how developers make their games. The countdown desk. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed the 2 endings together instead. See, that kind of stuff I love. You like iterate on it over and over and over again. You put these things in front of people and then you play test it, and then it's like, okay, that clearly doesn't work, and then you start again and try a different way. I just love seeing how things are put together and how people come up with different ideas.
Oh, look at these 2. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I'm gonna turn the game off. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh.
You can still resist. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Ow!
Push escape and press quit. The road to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop. It's your only true choice.
I mean, I could do that, but I'm worried that it will just reset it and nothing cool will happen. I would reset it and go back if I thought that the game would be like, you did it and it led to a different ending, but I think it would literally just restart. So I want to keep this going.
Choose it. No time. Choose for
Then. I think I just restart anyway, but just in case. Well, death never hurt anybody. There we go. Where has...
They were so bad at following directions, it's incredible it wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay, how do I get down to this? Oh, interesting. And there's another thing back there. Wait, what's his name? Chris? Oh god, I almost fell off. Wasn't it Chris that fell down and died? Can I see his body anywhere? What's over there?
Stanley, you've nearly gotten all of the Figure Handlerines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one.
Figure Handlerines?
This number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figure Handlerines. None of us can.
I want to see what it's going to end up being called at the end. Standarine Figlies. Okay, there has to be a way down here. Maybe the vent. To be able to get over to that.
Whoa. Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten that it seemed the office had begun
no.
That it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the
These
beaten path.
narrator tapes?
Seemed the office had begun.
Narrator sound system. Narrator dialogue.
That was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out just a taped record.
You're right.
It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelation.
No, I hate those.
Every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh, that was it? Well, there wasn't much at all. I do think that. I'm like, the people who really enjoy, like, really simple storytelling. God, it sounds so elitist and pretentious, and it probably is a little bit. But I'm like, sometimes I wish I could go watch dumb movies and turn off my brain and not critique them so heavily in my head and be like, no, the pacing was off, the editing was wrong. And just like sit back and actually just enjoy shit, turn my brain off and go monkey dance around, you know? Sometimes it's just so much easier to not want more out of your media. I say as I sit here and like record reactions to TikToks and shit. Like I'm above it all. Okay, what other ending can we get? Could it be? We have one more figurine to get. I've seen the red and blue door and I completely forget how to do that. Let me look it up. Oh, it's when you jump off the cargo lift.
Someone. Did you have
danger everywhere
for others?
I'm not listening, Magic Man.
That had to happen to you? Why? You don't know how to go.
I love when bad things happen to me. It makes me a tougher person.
To show you something beautiful. Let me prove it.
Yes!
Prove
And I got it.
the last Stiggly for this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all. But that would be like a reward. We can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
No, there has to be something.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I mean, I guess I could walk through the red door now because I walked through the blue one before, and I haven't walked through the red one. There has to be more to the collectible ending. It can't just be exactly what they said. The game is too
like, intricate for that, right? Or maybe that's what it wants me to think.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Where are we going?
See, I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running, just like you're doing right now.
Let's go back.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Here, let me show you.
That door. I've never seen one of those before.
Do what you want?
More beer! Now!
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Sure, if we just stay right here, right in this moment, with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
No. I feel like I'm tripping and I'm dying. I feel like I'm going mad. I feel like these things are not supposed to be blurred, but my vision is up. Oh, God, what did I eat? And who laced it with LSD? You said there was CBD in this, right? Oh, I said there was PCP in it. Oh, girls are staring at the cosmic ass. What does it mean? God is watching. They're real. What do we do? Wait, is something actually gonna happen, or do I leave? God whispered in my ear and he said, God told me not to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. He said that you're supposed to subscribe right now to like the video. It's God's orders. I didn't. Okay, I'm leaving.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I told you, I'm leaving. And I'm taking the kids.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Isn't that
We'll
good?
lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Jump, reset the game, or stay and potentially something will happen. Oh! Ah! Hey!
Thank God you lived.
Yeah, but I shattered both of my ankles.
There for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Nope! I do it again!
Oh, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before.
I'm just a glorified ape!
Go back. Why are you doing this?
I'm a glorified monkey, dude! As a human, all I know is fall down, go squish.
Fall down, go squish. All I know is fall down, go squish.
Monkey, dude! As a human, all I know is fall down, go squish. Oh, yeah.
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for
I
me?
can't listen to you because I just shattered my eardrums.
Like my game. But you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
I mean, I could just quit.
To kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
No.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, I'm just a gamer and I want to see everything that the game has to offer. It's nothing personal, dude. It's not even logical. I'm just doing it because Unga Bunga Brain banging cymbals in my head.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
Hey, now he
I
gets it.
don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
I just want to see how much punishment my body can take.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
I thought I would die from a height like this. So I'm just testing to see how much my ankles can handle. Neither of them have exploded yet, so... Next up, kneecaps.
Is it over?
Oh,
It's going to restart, is it?
probably. Oh, that was a creepy ending. Whoa. What's happening?
Stanley, I'm sorry. But I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines.
Yes!
Those figures. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory?
Yeah!
Nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Nice! I'm so glad there's an actual figurine ending. I knew it couldn't just end there. When Stanley found the collectibles, now remembering. This is really smart as well, to reuse the memory zone for a different memory. It's just going to be all like, you found them all. It's like, taste the collectibles.
Yo.
Like,
Huh? Gives up.
A bit. I'm about to not finish it now.
Alright. So you're not on sleep. Alright. Love you too.
it's this. There's gotta be more. There's like a difference. Yeah. 7 of 6.
I'll be honest, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6, but you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
What does collectibles lead to? What am I going to get? The conspiracy was true. What else? If there's that many collectibles and they're all real and people said that they didn't exist and weren't going to do anything, they were wrong. What else is there? Aliens? Lizard people? Is Mark Zuckerberg actually a robot?
Okay, let's do it.
Wait, this is... I really want to upstairs and the boss's answers. Let's do this one later. I thought this was that one. This is the next one, I think. Stupid. This is...
I'm glad the evidence is so crystal clear in strength, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing
everything. You see the cosmos as it unfolds in front of you. This is the right. Wait. Did I die? Oh, these are new. These are new memories we're forming right now. The warehouse. I didn't find one here.
This was a fifth mini snap, and this one was really something special.
Oh my god, Windows Movie Maker! Jeez! That's so clever! It's in the 4:3 aspect ratio. Oh my god. Nice! This is early 2000s nonsense. Best boy.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
I like how, God, it reminds me of making my first YouTube videos. Some of the first, like, Far Cry videos that I've uploaded, I think they're still up. You can go back and see them. The aspect ratio was wrong. I didn't realize that it would output at a different aspect ratio or framing than would have been what I imported. So I tried to output it as 720p, but it came out as like 480p in a 720p box. So it's like this massive black box around it. Hey guys. Right now, I am on my way to do a radio tower. It was so embarrassing, and I was like, I don't have the time to re-render this, and it's going to take forever to upload it, so I'll just go with it. I don't think anyone will care, because no one watches my videos. And it was like, it took me probably like 10 minutes to do it, and that was it. We've come a long way since then. Which was weird, because it's not that far back. It was like a year before this game actually came out. If even.
Oh, with the red and blue doors. And then, Stanley, we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue door. What was the bathroom one? The list is still clear in my mind. Perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Right.
Don't you truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a fiddly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other ones, they didn't exactly.
These both just go to the same thing. I'm a blue door kind of guy. Fuck the system. You are in the present. Oh, this is trippy.
Whoa. And then there was no one. It was we caught up. Keep moving. Nothing left to do with them. On with the future. I let you go.
No.
No, yes! I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just backwards.
Oh my god, this game is so good.
Opposite direction. See how that feels.
Oh, it's so smart. To get to this, and I was like, no, that can't be it. There has to be more. That can't be the collectible ending. And the loading screen stops. That's so smart. No one ever plays with, like, loading screens in games. The past. The game is so well made.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors.
Oh, this is so weird.
We looked at in our initial story again because this one is the most distinctive here in my mind. Let's keep going. How much more?
Me too. I love collectible. Please don't show me your movie again, though.
Here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Don't.
Yes, I love that video. Where I made that video.
Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video.
What was that? Ah, yes. The pink room.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's no blue room, but I like it. Oh, now I can go to the VIP bathroom.
You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
God, it's so smart as well to have a play on the collectibles, having done nothing, but then when you actually get them, because you're so focused on getting them as a gamer, you just want them anyway, even if they do nothing. And then they flip it on its head and it's like, well, it actually does something, but we're going to keep talking about how it does nothing. And you end up collecting more than it actually said, so now it's like giving me like that serotonin of getting even more out of it than I would have if there was only 6. It's so well made. I'm gonna get an extra one. Oh, maybe I can't do that. But there was one in the bathroom. Maybe we'll come back to this again. Maybe I'll reverse and come back a 3rd time.
This was our 2nd Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
17th.
Truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Why does anyone ever choose to leave the past?
This is the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
I don't remember anymore. Can you find them? Can you find them? Collect them all. We're back in the exhibit. There's going to be more, isn't there? I want to collect Big Stanley. I want to collect the big Stiggly Wiggly. I miss my bucket.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more memories.
Nostalgia's a hell of a thing, man. You ever realize that it's the same with content? That people are always like, oh, I miss when it was like back then. But it's like, do you miss the content from back then? Or do you miss how you felt as a person in that period of your life back then? That you had more time. You were more carefree. All you had to do was worry about like playing the game or watching the video or hanging out with your friends. And now you have all these responsibilities because you've grown up or you've changed jobs or you've had a kid. And then things just aren't the same anymore. Man.
Oh, yes. The 2 doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
So it goes to the same place? Ah, my office. Remember the bucket, guys? I remember.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Oh, God, don't get existential on me.
I can remember.
Oh, God, we're going back to the Big Bang. I'm going to see my own birth.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then, I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Yes. Go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling this story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wait, did we actually reset, or am I still in that ending? I think we actually just reset. So now I can get more endings.
all of his co-workers were gone.
Right, yeah.
What could it mean?
Everything's fixed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm good now, right? I think so. The collectible guys are gone. I wanted to come back to this room to see if anything was changed.
Not a single person here either. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
I didn't even get to put it in anymore. That's good. Okay, I want to get to the ending and then keep the mind control machine on. I forget what happens there. I don't know if I've even done it before, but we'll do it this time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
I can get up on this.
To find out.
Am I... Okay. Am I able to fall off this and get an ending? Or if I fall off, does the game just be like, oh, you died, I'll reset everything? Now I have to check. Whoa!
You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development.
No
and
way!
You all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So, here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game.
Nice.
With secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done. How about this? We did...
I forget what happens there. Or if I've even done it before, but we'll do it this time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
I can get up on this.
To find out.
Am I... Okay. Am I able to fall off this and get an ending? Or if I fall off, does the game just be like, oh, you died, I'll reset everything? Now I have to check. Whoa!
Made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development.
No
and
way!
You all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So, here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game.
Nice.
With secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job. It's so smart to have a bug actually be part of the game now. 2 for 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind. Jumped on the catwalk,
Should have been careful. Should have been careful. It used to be a fun. Now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ambition to cross America. Chase your dreams.
Is this it? Am I just going to reset after this?
Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
It's a good song.
You did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
This repeats forever. Wow. Wait, oh, that was it. Okay. Excellent. Very.
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great.
Wait, different dialogue.
To himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Wait, this one says awaiting input. Oh. There's 5 of them. Oh, this changes everything. Oh no, there's going to be even more to do.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, but inputs. Computers. Wait, there's no more computers in here now. Okay. First, mind control. Keep that on. Get ending. Brain go happy. Then we'll do the computer one. Maybe it resets every time. Maybe I'll come back in a different timeline. Like if I get the ending now, I'll come back again and a different computer will have an input and it'll remember what I've done. That would be cool. If that's the case, then I could just put in the input and then quit the game over and over again instead of having to get endings. Whoa, that screen up there was all glitched. Two, 3, 4 is all glitchy. I wonder if that means anything. In this game, probably.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
Keep it on.
Oh, Stanley. Let's just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you want? Control? Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation. In the event that this machine detonated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators eliminating the entire complex. So long until detonation, then, let's say 2 minutes. It's a little more fun, isn't it? Your time to shine.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. This is much better than what I had in mind.
It's not a lot.
Until the bomb goes off. But what preciousness. Honestly,
Can I do anything?
Talk about
Incorrect.
What all this is, I barely know where it's
Okay.
What's that?
Okay.
I'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Do I press 1 and then...
You're gonna
Oh no, I have to press 5.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased no. I turned off the machine.
Dude, I'm not even listening.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever.
Wait, I hit 5.
Endlessly and then die alone.
What?
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground,
Oh, man.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
That's cool.
To say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
Cool.
What you can try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you. It's
The 4 is open now. Oh.
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Yeah, I'm not good at
I'm
this.
enjoying this so much.
I don't know if I just press the buttons or I actually do something with these.
Put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds.
Thank you.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it on?
I really did.
Look at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door.
I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in sequence are going to do anything.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One solved? Do you have any idea
I need to do something else with it.
No! Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock.
Oh, God.
30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Goodbye, employee 427. Oh, no.
No, Eddie. Just you being loaded.
No.
In desperately to your life.
I'll just stand here. Maybe. Oh, I'll go under.
Other choice. Oh, make it good. Oh, don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the job.
I'll be safe here.
Believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable.
Goodbye, everybody.
Fade in until the moment I say, Emily Everett.
Oh my God. I think I figured it out right at the end that it was like press like 1 and then whatever color button it was on the screen, you just press that color. And I don't know why it took me that long to figure it out. But now I'm dead. But hey, at least we got the nuclear ending.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
Huh?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Don't say that! What are you talking about? Okay, computers. Any of them say awaiting input on them? Yes! I can do it! Okay, what if we begin the game again? What if I just keep doing that?
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
That would be nice. But I'm more obsessed with this right now. Wait, none of the computers have a thing on them. There's no, like, awaiting input on any of them this time. That's cheeky. The one right in front of the boss's office. Okay, these are getting
All of his coat.
tricky to find now.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard, Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Input received. Okay, it didn't make a sound. Last one. Which one is it?
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible?
Dude, I'm not even listening to you anymore. I'm computer hunting. It's on my computer. That's so smart. I wouldn't have thought of that. What do I get? Welcome, Stanley, to heaven! Did I get this ending before, or is this a new one? So many buttons to push! Oh God, do I have to turn them all off? There's no way, right? Wait, they all just come back on! Heaven is just pushing buttons? Heaven sucks. Oh, God. Please help me. This feels more like hell. Imagine if when you got to heaven, it just said that, like, welcome to heaven. Have fun. Maybe if I just push the red buttons. Yeah, just the red buttons. Please wash hands. Oh, they're saying buttons. Buttons. I think this is it. I think this is the ending. I don't think there's anything else to it. Cool. I went to heaven and it sucked. I restarted the game and the person who's making sliders left and said there's no more information to be garnered. And now we got the epilogue. And they said, I'll be gone for now until you find me again. So maybe we can find them in the epilogue. Many, many years later. Oh God, I'm in the desert again. Am I dead again? Have I passed some time too much again? There's no way. That sun is bright. Water. Water. Whoa. Okay, now it's freezing. Stay by the fire. Sit in my chair. Oh, yeah. I have no idea where this is going. Maybe this is the end of time, when the game no longer exists, and isn't necessary for me anymore. There's lots of chairs here now. Am I the only one who's dead, though? What? I like to think that even at the end of time, office chairs have survived. Man, it's so pretty. I want to look up at some point and see, like, Earth, or see two suns, and be like, oh God, I'm not where I think I am. The memory zone. Maybe we can get one last memory. Or maybe it'll end right before I get to it. Who knows? At least we have a sweet Jenny here to power the memory zone. But what is it powering? Okay, this is actually getting really creepy. Oh.
No.
Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game, he reviewed the Stanley Parable 2. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for, an infinitely deep hole. Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... whatever. Cat dog born. Scientists confirm hybrid species. This is so funny as well, like a review that... Clearly this is like a made-up one. But about a review that's like, you don't even get anything for all the collectibles. Like they got them and then gave up instead of going forward again. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. Ooh, lots of buttons. Oh, Jim buttons! Jim. Hello, Jim! That was him for a while. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been further from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Oh man. Oh, more gyms. I love a good gym. No, so many gyms. Who are you going to be today? Which gym are you going to be when you put on your clothes today? That's a good choice. That's a good gym. Wait, is there something down here? No. Just a bunch more gyms. Just a bunch more gems. That's the best thing about the sequel. The gems, the collectibles. Oh man, there's even more! Wait, how many collectibles are there in the game? How many permutations can you go through? Maybe there's like 50 collectibles. 6, of course. Wait, what was that cable powering? Is it just going to be powering Stanley's computer? Uh-oh. Hello again. I found them! It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? Nonsense. Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. Narrator. Why do I keep saying it weird? He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we are going to make Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Okay. The end is the end? Question mark? Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Oh, here we go. Damn, I can't make the one I want. Okay. The Stanley Parable 3, The Human Condition. Now with added co-workers? The Revenge of the Co-worker. Book of the Co-worker. Yeah. Stanley Parable 3, Book of the Co-worker. No. Now with added human condition. The Stanley Parable 3, Bomb. Now with added bomb. Revenge of the Human Condition. I like now with added human condition. I feel like that is what the Stanley Parable is about. Is the human condition. It's absurd. I love it. Every time we start the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. I like how they think that that's all it needs is a title and a subtitle, instead of actual content in the game. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content, recycled again and again and again, with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know that since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? No, of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. All right, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Oh! It's 3:17 p.m. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Okay. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable 3, now with added human condition. Dude, let's see. I'm so proud of our game. I'm a developer now. I've made a video game. I proud myself. It really took a lot of effort. Maybe. Is the rest of the game going to be the same? Can I get the achievement now? But that would mean I have to go to the new content. The portal was closed.
God, what did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply misremembered.
It's open again. Yes. Return to Stanley Parable 2 Expo Hall. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get my achievement. I'm going to finish what I started. Here we go. Free, new, and easy achievement. It's going to work. Right? There's no way they would just pull the rug from under me again.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, yes, the technology will simply give you the achievement.
Can't take it yet.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's a secret. As you can see...
She did it!
Yes, wait, what in the holy hell's going on? You've got the achievement. How did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it, I swear. It was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? We've been watched. Danger?
Existential dread sets in.
Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Just
Is it it? Well, I guess that's it. I guess we got the achievement. I feel like I did what I set out to do. I'm actually going to leave this here, and I think I'm probably just going to leave the series here after these 3 videos, because there's plenty more endings to get, but I feel like I got some of the bigger ones, and having gotten the epilogue, I feel like that's a good place to sort of end it and round it all out. But phenomenal game, incredibly well made. The original was already...
The audience didn't realize that Jack had been lying to them all along. He was in fact not done with the Stanley Parable, and was going to continue playing at this very moment. Shocked by their own naivety, the audience left comments like, "Wow, he's so smart and handsome. I'm crying and screaming right now." Jack was so clever that he was actually writing this script
as it was being said right before the episode began. It would appear that I am not quite done with this game, because a lot of people have endings that they wanted to see. I thought that I got some of the better endings, so now we're kind of just going to get in and get some of the more ancillary endings, and the ones that aren't as big and bombastic, and they're not the epilogue, and they're not like time skips or anything, but they are fun nonetheless. And one I am curious about, I have a list written out.
What did it mean?
I want to get... Apparently there's a thing at the merch booth. I'll bring my bucket. Bucket!
With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Okay, I need to get to the sequel, which is through the new content, right? God, it's been 2 weeks since I played it and I can't even remember.
What does that mean?
So much content. Me and my bucket together again. Thank you all for your wonderful pictures of you and your buckets, by the way. They really thrilled me. They sent my senses tingling.
Wait, Stan. I just now realized that bucket you're holding. It's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel.
Oh!
How did you get your hands on it? Isn't this the preview to the sequel?
Right!
How do you have the bucket already? This makes no sense at all.
That's fun. I'm glad you pointed it out, because I was going to say, you get the bucket.
Did I already show you my ideas for the sequel? I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order.
I mean, that is something that you can do. The way the game is lined up. Oh, I have no jumps left.
All right, let's see it. The jumps.
Showed me this stuff already, and I was thinking, wait, what's wrong with the timeline? Also, yes, I did in fact hire the narrator from the game to do the intro to this video. What's my concept?
What?
We're changing the Let's Play game from the game to do the intro to this video. What's my concept here? And I was like, wait, what is wrong with the timeline?
Also, yes, I did in fact hire the narrator
Yo.
to do the intro. We're high concept here. High budget. We're changing the Let's Play game.
Yes, Sandy, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be?
Absolutely.
Have I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
Okay, interesting. Because what I want to do is that apparently there's a QR code at the merch booth that if you click on, or if you look at, has a really weird website that you can go to. But there's also the bottomless hole, which I didn't realize I didn't finish. And people were talking about that. There's also the no bucket door that I have to go through with the bucket. Again, I have ADHD. I can't remember what I did. Like, I can't even remember how I started this video.
Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around, the bucket is interesting to you. That means I must have made it commitment.
Yes.
You carrying the bucket.
I love buckets. I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable.
Yes, the site is correct. Thank you for enjoying it. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you. Clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I'm one. It means I am victorious over the gamer. It is the sweet sound of victory of my soul. What do the bucket is Stanley Parable now. They are one thing. There is no Stanley Parable.
Does that mean I have to get... Like, does that mean I have to go through the new content again? Like, how do I start? How do I... There we go. Thank you. Bucket. There it is. Something new content though. You're confusing me. I've like a walnut in here, like chopped in half. That's at half capacity. You need to be nicer to me. Nice nuts. Coffee nuts. It's me. I'm the coffee nut. I think there's coffee as a reference in the game now. I'm convinced it's about me. Very narcissistic. Wait, there's a QR code? Oh, duh. It's right there. Wait, how am I going to show this to you guys? Open it Chrome. Let me see what the website is. Oh, it's just StanleyParable2.com. Let me open it. Now in Expo Hall 2. Welcome to the official website of Stanley Parable 2. A sequel, huh? Watch our helpful and informative video to learn more about the Stanley Parable and what the journey of becoming a sequel is all about. Okay, that's new. If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable.
Hey there, Jimmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. Because you know that breakfast is getting a sequel. That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that Lunch will be everything breakfast was.
Isn't the narrator with an American accent?
Lunch will be even a trilogy series out of it. Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Jimmy? Why? Sequels are the world's way of taking television. We all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular. New ideas are realistic, and they lead early. This eager-minded young thinker is just 20 minutes. That's why this is sequels. We keep us couched in the familiar and the culture. Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society. And if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go. For instance, this man is developing a sequel to the automobile.
Maybe that's what I should have done. Instead of merging and shifting content as your channel goes, maybe at some point you just cut it off, like when the green hair was gone, and then I come back out and be like, Jacksepticeye 2, launching now. And then everyone's like, fresh, new.
Here's the man who invented breathing, which is the sequel to suffocating and dying a slow death. Even your parents are getting a sequel too. Their names are Rob and Jessica, and they'll be taking care of you once your original parents are sent back in time to find a secret for you. Sequels can be very fashionable. This young woman is wearing 5 shirts at once, which is the sequel to wearing 4 shirts at once. Look at Becky over there. Wearing only 2 shirts at once, yet with the times.
What a dum-dum!
There's only one single thing in the world that isn't simple. It's this. We don't know what it is or why it exists, but it's the prequel from which all sequels are derived. And just like everything else, the Stanley Parable is getting a sequel too. We all know, of course, that it was your favorite game as a child. Don't you remember those fond days, Captain? Spent playing the Stanley Parable, watching your precious hero pour away hour after hour. We've all wasted our childhood in one way or another, but you were fortunate enough to get to waste yours on the Stanley Parable. But the Stanley Parable came out years ago, and you're not a child anymore. You're a man, which is like this before you was a child. As a man, you want family things, like Texas and cheating at baseball. You understand video games and
Or cheating at Minecraft. That's a child's thing to do.
when developing this particular sequel, it's important to start by thinking of what mistakes did the original Stanley Parable make. Well, first off, most of the pornography in the original game was stolen or pirated, and it's time we paid them licensing fees fair and square. Secondly, the Stanley Parable is catastrophic with this man named Leroy, whose personal information including address, social security number, and bank information were all displayed prominently in most of the games.
It's a Squid Game. It's a big game. I remember in Squid Game that you follow it to like, I think it was the main number for like how to get into games or whatever. And it turns out it actually was somebody's number, and people were calling them non-stop, and it basically ruined their life. And Netflix and Squid Game were like, yeah, you're going to change your number.
These developments is a complex part, one which can only be fully understood by the voice of hyper-intelligent Charles Soder and the bar. By studying the original Stanley Parable. Here it is in its raw, untouched form, a specimen of technological perfection, designed to exploit its profit. We begin by adding jokes. The Stanley Parable is most widely known for its historical accuracy.
Yeah, sure.
Intentional industry wisdom. It was a bold artistry that its developers stood firmly behind. But in 2022, it's impossible to reach a single consumer of video games without jokes of some kind.
That's how I feel watching the new Doctor Strange. It's like, I like the movie. But, man, that is a prime example of Marvel overusing jokes all the time. It's like some scenes where it's like, you could have played that movie so seriously and been so cool and scary and tense and atmospheric, and then every now and then they crack a joke, the whole audience is just losing their shit at it. And I'm like, I'm insane for not thinking that any of this is funny. Well, Stanley Parable is hilarious.
Another common trait of the Stanley Parable is that there wasn't enough gameplay.
That's another one I want to find again. I think it was in the original, but it's the adventure line, and it like wiggles all over the place. But I haven't found it in this version of the game, and I want to see it again because it had like a fun, delightful song.
You can see gameplay in other games. Every video game contains as many as 1,000 ships. But several of the largest games in the game contain close to 1,500.
Wow.
On mobile devices, the information has reached the big small. For the Stanley Parable 2, it figures 35 new gameplay tweaks to be included. Each of which must be intelligently discarded by the hand of the child before being added into the game. Since that is sleeping, people for a personal project, he's been developing in his spare time, ultimately understanding the purity of that. Let's check on Gregory real quick. A hard day's work, don't you move a muscle. Next up, it's time to begin the press. A competitive market, backmanning your local journalist can be one of the most effective methods of creating outdoes your sequel. In fact, blackmail is the currency of social programs. Jeez. From the neighborhood grocer to the teacher at your school, to the man who helps you steal a H meal, everyone responds to blackmail.
Like Netflix. You're sharing passwords? That's considered stealing now. And sending you to jail. Straight to social jail.
And if you've never done it before, it's easy to practice the moment. So you follow the instructional pamphlet, which you take your hands out on it. Yeah.
Oh, I would have blackmailed Conway.
There's one last thing at our disposal for making the sequel feel fresh and exciting. And that's the collector's edition merchandise. Yes. You'll receive this cow's egg. A single egg will produce over 1,000 cows. The bar, of course, everything there is to know about producing the Stanley Parable. Of course, you may know that there is also a game titled The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, so which being a good true sequel to the Stanley Parable. It's an excellent question, one which the Charles soldiers have been working round the clock to come up with an answer to. And after many weeks of diligent research, the conclusion they've reached is, oh, gives a shit. All that matters is that it's more content than you can cram down your insatiable color. You don't want to talk roll and you want to answer the complex questions, then you just want to be crumbled drums and cheated hopscotch.
Don't steal it.
Out there to consume. Give your civic duty and fully move parents into buying every version of the Stanley Parable 2 on every platform. Tell your friends and bully their parents as well. It's through community efforts like these that the world comes together in harmony and connection. And it's only through this connection that we'll defeat time tragedy once and for all. Don't let the time-traveling vampires win. Buy the Stanley Parable 2 and pledge to support all sequels for today, tomorrow, and into the great unknowable beyond.
Tomorrow is the sequel to today. In memoriam. You only live 3 years. Oh man, that was awesome. Holy crap. God, how can you be so consistently funny? I guess it could take 9 years to make something or updated and keep writing continuously and iterating and pushing done. We get pretty good at it, but that was amazing. Holy crap, that was totally worth it. I can't believe I missed this the first time. Now we've come to the blackmailing portion of our video. Please go buy my coffee, Top of the Morning. Go to topofthemorningcoffee.com and buy as much coffee as you can. Otherwise, I'm going to tell everybody what you do. That secret that you think nobody knows, that secret that you've hidden deep down inside, you're like, there's no way anybody could possibly know that happened because I was alone at the time. You know, and coming for you, I have a draft of emails that everybody watching this video right now, and unless you buy coffee, everyone's going to. Moving swiftly along to the internet hole, where you can do something with this that I haven't done. I should just like, somebody said to go back into the hole after I've gotten out of it, which foolish me just didn't even try. I don't know why. I like, yeah. I don't walk it this time though. I don't think I've fallen into it before. Whee! And boy!
Some mistakes of the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's hard to... Okay,
Made it! No, I can't go back up.
Oh, no.
Let me out!
Great.
Sweet. Back in I go!
Right.
Oh, I'm definitely a
The problem
problem.
is that you might pose too much.
Hey, yo. They got smaller. Yeah. If I keep falling in, they'll get shorter and shorter. Here I go home again! It's really short now.
Discovery will become extremely certain that the hole is not only nothing, but that it's going to
Uh-huh.
starting to hit the point where its no longer feasible to store the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's go back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
I can almost assuredly tell you that it will.
There it is. The shape of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, even a very aggressive dip.
It's like a curve. Can I go?
Oh, this still appealing. I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth...
Hey, yo!
Scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do. Hit the teleport button when you're ready.
Oh. Can I jump back in? Will it just be tinier again? Oh, I can return to the surface.
It's the teleport button not working.
Oh no, I have no jumps left!
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Oh, still nothing. I suppose there is one thing we can do to fix this.
Let me out!
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole. Now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of
No, it's like that John Bernthal clip where he's like, wait. Let me out! What is that? What does that sound? That sounded really cool. I love a good, deep, bassy, crunchy. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, everybody. I must go with the whole now. To become one with it. To be part of the eternal cosmos. Goodbye forever, world! You sucked, and I never liked you! But hey, Wendy's is pretty cool. Whoa! I have a whole new perspective on life. Stanley, that's what you look like! I finally got to see your face! Wow. You know, sometimes in life, all you need is just a little bit of perspective, and that will change your perception. I basically changed the music, not my perception. Thanks, Stanley! Maybe if I change your perception again. No, this is not the perception you want, Stanley. It's basically the equivalent of rats running across a piano. Whoa.
Rats.
Oh, no. This is the bad reality, Stanley. This is pretty good. This actually shows where I am in space and time. Let me change my perception again. Oh! This is the best one! Change yourself? Oh my god, Stanley. You're a little robot man! What? What is that? Oh, yes! Stanley, look at that! Better look at you! Look at him! It's like Giga Chat Stanley! Okay, let me change this. Hell yeah. What? What?
It seemed you were sort of dozed off. Oh, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
How about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the
No, send me back to Dreamland.
looks of things? You and I will have many, many years here in this world, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay a little, I'll be there.
Damn my weak legs. It's just gonna cut straight back to me in paradise again. Here we go again, baby! Take me away to Dreamland! No! Is it just reset? Oh, I wanted to be in the hole forever! That was awesome!
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the things.
I did. The hole was awesome. It's the best thing in this game. Bucket and hole together. So what is a bucket other than a really shallow, infinite hole? It was just like I was jumping into the bucket if I was an ant. It makes you think. Ah, so here it is. There's a door here that says Settings World Champion. And apparently, if you just go into the settings and do all of these like up and down over and over again, if you basically move every setting to its max either way, that you can get this door to open. We're here for a while. There we go. Settings World Champion. Nice. Did I mess up anything? What was I at? It didn't open. Yes, it did. Wow.
Wow. The Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. Let's go. Experienced every setting. Travel to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Yeah, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I think you're looking forward to trying out every step of the bumpscosity Stanley Parable 2.
I sure am. They will never set the setting sliders to every possible setting. You're the champion of setting all the sliders to all possible numbers. Please enjoy this room. This is your room. It was made just for you. I feel so accomplished right now. Wait, did you actually put a bumpscosity? Yeah. It doesn't actually do anything, does it? It's just there to make me feel like something is happening. Wow, I love bumpscosity setting. Whoa, look at all this bumpscosity over here. Damn, the bumpscosity on that looks awesome now that I've changed the setting. What if I change it higher? Like 1,000? Oh, yeah. That looks way more bumpscos. That's cool. I'm glad I got that. Hey, and I got to change the balloons. That's good. This is what I wanted the first time. I finally got to live out my dreams. Take that, narrator. I've got blue balloons now.
How hard Stanley looked. We couldn't find a trace of this film.
Come on, Bucket.
Just stand in the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
I fucked this bucket once.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was steamed.
You have to jump off.
Should have alarmed him, of course, because chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket said.
Your brain is just too small to understand the wavelengths at which the bucket operates at. The bucket is just thinking in the fourth dimension. It can see all outcomes and possibilities all at once. I can't, so I just follow it blindly and willingly. Was it down here?
No, stop.
Oh, there it is.
See, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Okay.
Stanley, how would you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point, which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This understanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding.
Right! What if mugs are just tiny buckets?
Step in here for a minute.
What if a door is just a wall bucket? Is this a bucket? Yes. But it's like, oh my god, it's like when everyone's like, the colour of that is red. And then everyone's like, yeah, that's red. But how do we know that we all see red the same? Well, how do I know that you see that bucket the same? What if my perception of reality is completely different than everybody else's? That everything that's happening right now and everything that I'm seeing, like on my monitor, my camera, doesn't actually look the same for everybody else. But your perception of it just makes it so. If you're watching this video right now, you're thinking in your head, wow, isn't it weird that everybody watching this video is also a human and has their own lives and everything going on? And Jack's saying this to me right now. So that proves that he's real, because he's able to be aware of the fact that I have my own consciousness and that I'm watching this of my own volition and own free will. We don't know that. We don't know that if you're experiencing this right now, that it's actually real, and I'm just a figure of your imagination. Or if you're watching this right now, if you're actually able to watch this video, and you're a figure of my imagination, and the simulation and the reality are just tailored to what I want to experience. After all, experiences are individually different. I'm the only one experiencing all of this.
I can share Tinder date details with friends, so they can be there. His bio said competitive. Less egotism. Where'd that be in there? Why didn't you share my date picture on Tinder?
Yeah, that's a bucket though, now then. Run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
I hope so, but I get very nervous answering right. I tend to just answer what I think is what I answer.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket.
Oh, come on! It's still a bucket! I'm telling you, perception. I've been in the infinite hole, I know.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I'm gonna guess no this time, and he's gonna tell me, oh, unfortunate, this actually was a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Mess with my head, man. Is this a bullshit? Correct.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
No. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong no matter what I pick. I'm gonna say no, that's a tractor. But you're gonna say no, it's a what is it then? What is it?
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a hippie, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
I am second guessing everything.
Next one.
I'm second guessing everything in my life, and I hate it. Why are you making me think and making me feel stupid?
Is this a bucket?
See, now you're playing with my expectations. And comedy is all about... Comedy and horror are very closely related. It's all about the build-up and release of tension. Both of them. They just do it in very opposite ways. So now this is what you're doing to me. The expectation is that I'll say, yes, this is a bucket, because the last time you said it's not a bucket and you're trying to trick me, or it's a trick to get me to say that both are not buckets. And it's like, yes, of course this is a tractor again. I'm just testing you again.
Incorrect. This is a
See? It all makes no sense.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Yes, because now you're like, finally I've shown you a real bucket.
Question. Both. Gotcha.
Both what?
How is it? How is it a bucket and not a
I'll
bucket?
find the next one. Let me see, it should be around here somewhere.
Oh, make it a quantum bucket. You know, like a quantum object that it only exists when you observe it, or when you observe it, it's in that like state where it's just staying right there. So it's like, how do you know that those things just be loads behind you, unless you have something observing it? So you have a camera pointed at it. No.
Yes, thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket.
Maybe my brain just isn't evolved enough to see it.
A bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes. It's like when I was playing Minecraft that time and everything was a Minecraft. You're a bucket. This is a bucket. I'm a bucket you in the bucket. Buckets. There's just too many buckets. What does it mean? Who's the bucket god? Is it me? Everything is a bucket. It's so obvious.
I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Me too,
What
man.
is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence.
What are we to say?
Yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
Probably not.
Am I a bucket?
Yeah.
Andy, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear out the teeth
like a bucket.
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the kitchen time.
No, no. Wait. No, don't do it! You should have had it like Thanos snap.
Is everything gone? Did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything's a
Every
bucket.
single thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything's a bucket.
I had no idea.
It's all a bucket.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
I'm not a
Oh,
bucket.
this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
That's true.
So, tell you what, I'll reset everything. We'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Good man.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
Yes.
If you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
Hey, narrator, I promise that I won't say it to anybody. I promise I won't share this information with anybody else. When you think about it, though, a video game really is just an ideas bucket. It's a bucket for code. You just dump it all into. My stomach is a bucket for food. My body is a bucket for emotions and feelings.
All of his co-workers...
The buckets are back, though, right?
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Thank
where
God.
are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just...
It doesn't matter.
Anywhere they went together would be perfect.
I was going to say that. That was my line. I was going to say it doesn't matter where we're going, Bucket, because every day with you is an adventure. It's not as cool as what he said, but mine was at least off the top of my head and not written down and scripted.
And entered the door on his left.
Where am I trying to go? Adventure line. That's this way, right?
This was not the direct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
The bucket knew where it was going.
Way out was simply the place to be.
For the bucket was an endless bucket of possibilities. All you had to do was reach into the bucket and pull out any idea you wanted.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them
Is it down here?
through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Nope. We went down the elevator and ignored everything that you were saying because nobody likes you.
Oh, good Stanley. Glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this.
Wait, have I not gone down here at all in this playthrough? 'Cause I did it in the original, but I can't remember this.
Your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. Oh, the bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the adventure line? We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Whoa. I mean, I came down to find the adventure line, but I feel like I'm finding so much more. If I didn't come down here with the bucket, would this be different? Where's the adventure line going now?
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, they played some silly music as well.
There it is.
This is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. This is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Let's do it to the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more. Oh my God! If we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
You're giving up the bucket? No way! This is I told you, it's an endless bucket of gags and goofs and possibilities and endings. This is incredible. I followed the line exactly. It's the drugs and hookers. Oh my God. If I was ever able to create, like, I create stuff all the time, but I'm creating on such a frequent basis that there's less time to, like, innovate on it and practice and come up with new, fun, ideas around it. But if I was ever able to, hopefully I can, because I do have plans to, like, make bigger, more innovative stuff as my career goes on, which inevitably will lead to a lessening of the regular content, and it's like a balancing act trying to do both. And this game is super inspiring to, like, go for those things. But if I was ever able to create something as intricate, detailed, funny, innovative, clever, smart, any adjective you want to use, as this game is, I could die happy. And I know that the creators of this, as any creative would probably say, that there's, like, more to do and it's not perfect and there's little bits here and there that they could have gotten better. But I just want to say to anybody, because I assume they've seen the first episode because they tweeted about it, but if you've ever seen this part of this video, just let me tell you that you've created something that is so incredibly unique within the video game space that you should be so proud of it that you will be able to carry this with you forward as one of the pioneers of doing something so super different in this space that you should be very proud of yourselves. It's like when Bo Burnham brought out Inside and every other comedian looked at it and went, how in the God's name did you come up with that? And how did you innovate on what we normally do? Change it into something else, still make it entertaining, have a message, be poignant, but still be so meta all at the same time, and that it can be consumed by so many different types of people. I just don't get how some people's brains work and are able to come up with stuff like this. And if I can come up with something just a fraction as good as something like this, or Inside, or any of my favorite mediums, I will consider myself very proud and happy. But knowing myself as the person that I am, if I did do it, I would be shitting all over it and saying, no, it's not as good as I think it is. I'm proud of it, but it could have been better. And I wonder if people who create stuff like this say the same things, like Bo Burnham, like the people, Crows, who've made this game, and the people who write it and develop it and create the assets around it and whatever. Do you look at it and think, oh, we could have done better? Or do you look at it and go, we created something absolutely incredible? Or is it both? I am so fascinated by the creative process of things. Anyway, whee! God, it's just absolutely incredible. Hopefully now that I'm ADHD medicated and I've upped my dose and we're still trying to figure it out, hopefully I can, like, get my brain in order to, like, do something truly incredible with my brain. Because I always worry that I won't.
We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No!
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Who's its dad? Who's their father? Where did they grow up?
That's what the Bucket Destroyer does. Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
I mean, it's spelled
Go
out
ahead now, Stanley.
right on that.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No. I'm going to destroy the machine. I'm going to take it apart your machine.
It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
Nope.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets, it's all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
You're more than what people think you are.
A character with only one personality trait deserves to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters.
No, we can develop it.
If you were to really
We can make it
explore
better.
the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and
The bucket was just a bucket for so long, and now it has personality.
Other objects in this game, you even say that about. The broom closet, certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset. I'll hurry and feed it. Never I'll get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer. Oh, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans.
No, I know what the fans want. Oh, Jesus, flashbang. Am I alive?
Bucket Destroyer. A prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now.